Next is ahimsa. What is ahimsa? Ahimsa, non-violence. Yeah. Why is saying that he's non-violence? Or it's all created by him. Why is he saying that?
Because there is himsa.
What is himsa? Why am I violent? Why is there violence?
Ignorance again.
Because of
Ego. When you came out of the pool of Brahman consciousness, you said I. Did God give that to you? I said I am separate. I am the doer. This doership is the only thing that I created. And I'm holding on to it from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. This is the only thing I can surrender. How can I ever surrender anything else to Him? Everything is His. The food, the flowers, the incense stick, whatever you are giving, all He has given. Only one thing He didn't give. That ego, that I, that doership. Yeah? And that I only says I dislike. And when I dislike, I become violent. I want to hurt. Got it? So obviously anything where the I comes up and creates something, that is not. Yeah. So he's not violence, he is non-violence. Ahimsa. Samata. What is samata?
Equanimity.
Equanimity. Yeah. What is equanimity?
Seeing the same principle in everybody.
Not reacting. Your
Ah,
graph should not go up and
perfect.
down.
Not doing this pendulum business in the mind.
someone.
What is samatha? Pendulum should be
Steady.
in the center. Got it? Equanimous in English. Equanimity. Yeah? Where my graph does not go up and doesn't come down.
Samatvam buddhi.
Samatvam buddhi. Equanimous intellect. Tushti. What is tushti? Contentment, satisfaction. Yeah. What is contentment according to you?
Happiness.
I get this one.
I get this, then I am satisfied. He says, no, again, you are looking at other. Yeah, it's not about other. Contentment is an expression of the self. Satisfaction is that which is my nature. That is contentment, that inner peace. Have you noticed sometimes you are just happy?
Mm-hmm.
You must have not been given anything, no money, nothing has been given to you. You are just happy. Happened at least once in your whole lifetime. Experience, no? Whenever, it doesn't matter. Not because of something. I'm just happy. And somebody asks you, why are you happy?
No idea.
I have no idea. I don't know why, but I'm just happy. I'm content. Yes? You've experienced that. That is your true nature. It gets covered with your desires. I want this, I didn't get this, he didn't do this, she didn't. It gets covered, and that's where dissatisfaction comes. You unwrap all these desires, at the base your core nature is contentment. Got it? Is satisfaction. Tapo, what is tap?
Penance.
Yeah, what penance?
Again and again coming back to the center.
This, again and again coming to the present moment, making that effort of not going into the dreamlike state is tap. Got it? In English, austerity. Making that effort again and again to be conscious, to be here, to not slip into unawareness. Is that happening even while I'm talking? Even though you're writing, the mind tends to go away in the middle?
Yes.
Yes? Then you make an effort to come back. This constant effort, when you multiply this 10 times and do it on a regular basis, every day, moment to moment to moment to moment, that is tapa. Right now, why are you doing it? I'm here with a big stick on your head. Yeah? The moment I'm gone, what happens to your mind?
Relax.
All over the place. है ना? Yeah? When you start doing it to yourself, when you pick up the stick on yourself and bring the mind together, here, conscious, aware, now, constantly making that effort, that is tapa. My stick is not tapa, huh? Your stick is tapa. Your own stick on your head constantly is tapa. Yeah? Danam. What is danam?
Charity.
Charity.
Why charity? Why sing charity?
Sharing.
It lets go of your ego. Basically, you're giving something which is yours.
Have you noticed why you hold on to things, money? Why are you not ready to give it? Because the ego is holding on to desire. These are the core problems, ego and desire. Yeah. The moment I donate something, even if it is just $10, I open these closed fists. That's where you feel insecure. Have you noticed you feel insecure when you donate money?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to donate old clothes that you don't wear. You don't want to donate new clothes. Have you noticed? There's this difficulty in opening the fist. Yeah? Recognize this. This is the ego and desire. Yeah? We are going to the core of the well. Yeah? I'm really going to poke your ego, and your ego is not going to like me. Recognize that also. See, I don't like her. She keeps poking me. Noticing your ego? Yeah? Recognize it. Huh?
Sometimes the action of charity also makes somebody ego like.
Oh, I do so much. There's this thing. If you are with me and we are on the local train in Bombay, the beggar will come and ask me for money because I'm with you. But if I'm traveling alone, the beggar will say, this is not a good candidate because she's traveling alone. The ego is high, you can say no. When somebody else is there, you don't want to say no, I will look bad, no, in front of her, let me give some. Have you noticed this happening in Bombay? Such a deceiving mind even a beggar has, but he's found out where your mind has that loophole. So smart, no?
Very smart.
Uneducated, never been to school, utterly poor, living in a broken down hut, but look at that smart mind. He knows, that mind knows which is your soft point. They will never beg from a single person walking alone. They will go and beg, especially if you're in a group. Because in a group you feel even more now. Hey, what will my friend think about me? I'm seeing this. Observe, observe.
We used to do that as kids when we used to ask, we had to install the Ganesh. So we used to ask one neighbor, that uncle they gave so much.
Amazing.
As kids we
Kids
knew.
know this about you. Have you recognized? Have you gone within? Yeah, this process of self-recognition, of recognizing my ego and my desire. Don't let me open my fists. Yeah? Do charity. Give. The pleasure of giving is greater than the pleasure of receiving. Really, really. There is an amazing joy in giving. Yeah, and it's very easy to give money. Give time. Do seva. Go and help poor people. Go and help in the shelters. Even in US, in the shelters, you can go and serve them food. You can take food there. Yeah? Have you ever done any volunteer service? Check, time to check. Yeah? If you've not done, next homework for you. Pick up something, some seva and do it. And how should you do seva?
Without any expectation.
No expectation. Oh, you pat me on my back. Great job, Ekta. You are the best. Finished. My full seva, my merit is gone because of my ego. Got it? Seva is done so that I drop my ego, not make it big and fat and stout and...
Feeling happy is that ego?
Yes. There is no need to feel happy. Were you feeling happy sitting at home watching TV? At the same time, I am giving to seva. Yes, I am just doing something that has come my way. Wash my hands, walk, done. And feeling happy is also because I did it. Recognize, it's very subtle, guys. Very subtle. This thing happens at the speed of lightning. Yeah, I did it. Thought. Yeah, that thought is nothing but, oh, I did charity, then I gave this, and that other person felt so good, the other person gave me a blessing, may you be happy. I put that together, my calculating mind puts it together, there is a sensation inside of sukha, and then I'm reacting to that sukha. That's so good. That's so good, yeah. I'm not said it to anybody yet, inside. Observe this whole mechanism is happening all the time, constant time.
So we never did a good thing.
You check. You check. Do a pure seva. They really get punya. Yeah? That is charity. Understood? Not just throwing 10 rupees at a beggar. That's not charity. Yash and Ayash. We spoke about this, fame and infamy. Yeah. Why do you want fame again?
Ego recognition.
I want you to say I am great. I want my name in the newspapers now on the internet. Yeah. Big letters, bold headlines, it should say my name. I am great. Photographs should come. What on TV? Now YouTube also. Wherever you want yourself. Huh? Craving for fame is nothing but ego and desire. Core of the well. Don't forget the core. First ego comes and then it holds on to desire. Yeah. Krishna says, I am that also. All this drama is created by me. You don't get lost in it. Yeah. I have created a Maya Jal and only the intelligent one will come out of this Maya Jal. This is all a game. Let's see how intelligent you are. That's how he's standing there. Yeah. Our job is to become more intelligent, more skillful and find our way out of this web. Bhavanti bhava bhutanam mata eva prithak vita. Of all the living entities, means all these bhavas that we spoke about, of all the living entities, mata eva, they are created by me only. They are me only. Prithak vidha, I have put them in different ways. Yeah? This cannot be translated into English. You have to understand it. You play treasure hunt. Yeah, you put things in different places. Like that God has created a treasure hunt game for us, and He's put money, name, fame, whatever, relationships, sex, everything He's put in different places. And He has given your mind thirst. That's the only thing He gave. And He created this Maya. Yeah? That's His magic, and now your mind is thirsting. Thirsting for this, then thirsting for that treasure, then that treasure, then that treasure, then that treasure. Are you seeing this? Yeah. Prithak Vida means they are arranged differently in a treasure hunt.
And in that also, he gave us the path to reach Brahman also. It's just we have to.
You have to figure it out. Shloka number 6. Maharshaya पूर्वे
महर्षयः सप्तः पूर्वे
चत्वारो मनवस्तथा
चत्वारो वमनस्पतः
मद्भाव मनसा जाता
मद्भाव मनसा जाता
येषां लोक इमा प्रजा
येषां लोक इमा प्रजा.
So you remember we had studied about the different lokas. Yeah, what are the different lokas we studied? Yeah, Satyaloka was right on the top. Then was Tapoloka, then Janaloka, then Maharloka, then Swargaloka, then Bhuvarloka, and we are in the Bhuloka. Yeah. Quick revision: Bhuloka is this physical creation where we come as mere mortals, as humans. Yeah. After we die, we move towards Bhuvarloka. Bhuvar is the loka of the Pitras, or the Pitras. Then the loka above that is Swar. Swar or Swarga, same. Yeah, means the loka of Devas. Yeah. So are Devas sitting on flying horses,
No.
flying chariots, Acha, flying thrones? No, na? You're very clear. Are you very clear? They do not exist. It was good in mythology. These are just energy impulses. Yeah. So that is Swargalok or Devalok. Interchangeably used. They are not separate lokas. Yeah. Swarloka is also called Swarga Loka. That's what you call Swarga or heaven. Yeah. Or Devaloka. It's the same. All three are the same.
Did you already explain what is lokas?
Lokas are the realms of existence in which we all reside. Yeah.
Still all within the ocean, like the
Within the Brahman consciousness, there is no outside. There is nothing outside. The outside does not exist. Yeah. Everything is within the Brahman consciousness or God. Where are these realms? Up in the sky somewhere? Right here, right in this room. Yeah, you are sharing this space with the other lokas. Yeah, the only difference is because my eyes have a limited vision, I can only see so much. I cannot see beyond. Yeah? This is only a quick revision. We have completed all this in the previous Bhagwad Gitas. Yeah. So after Swargaloka is the Mahar Loka. Yeah. Mahar is for all the rishis. Yeah. So at the beginning of creation, yeah, we will talk about Brahma. Brahma is who?
Creator.
Yeah. Who brings about the manifestation of the Prakriti. Yeah, he's not creator. There is no creator really. Yeah, it is just the creation. But Brahma Devta or Brahma is that energy impulse that manifests that wave in the same ocean. Wave also comes up in the ocean because of ocean currents. Do you remember a little bit geography? That ocean current that brings up that wave in the ocean is Brahma. Got it? Yeah. That energy is Brahma that decides this wave needs to come up. Yes, this wave needs to generate now is Brahma. Brahma is the CEO, the decision maker of when the waves come up. Got it? But does the CEO do all the work?
No.
Yeah. So CE delegates it to head of department. Yeah. So head of department is this guy in the background that you see. He's called Manu. Yeah. So like IT department has a head. Yeah. Like that. Every kalpa has a head. Kalpa means that duration of time where the entire creation comes into existence manifests, plays, and then gets destroyed. This entire period of time is 4.32 billion human years. How many? 4.32 billion. How many? 4.32 billion human years. That long a kalpa lasts. Yeah? The CEO decides when this kalpa will start. Yeah? But who's the head of department? Manu. Yeah? So every kalpa has a separate Manu. Yeah? This Manu's name is Swayambhu, the current Manu. Yeah? And this kalpa of Manu is called Manvantara. You will hear all these words in the scriptures. That's why I'm giving them to you. Yeah? This kalpa is called Manvantara, and Swayambhu is the head of this kalpa. Yeah? Does he do all the work?
No.
No, he has managers under him. Head of department has managers, no? Yeah? So, who are the managers? Yeah, Sanat, Sanandan, Sanat Kumara, yeah, and Sanat. Yes. Do they do the work? Yeah? No. Now they have rishis under them. Yeah? These are the Sapta rishis he's talking about. Maharshaya, her Sapta Purve. Yeah? So the Sapta Maharshaya are these rishis. These are the current rishis. Every kalpa has a separate Manu. That Manu has a name. Yeah? The rishis have a separate name. But these 4 sons of Brahma, they are called, they are constant. Yeah?
Who are constant?
The 4 sons, those energy, they are called the 4 sons of Brahma. Yeah? They are constant.
We are giving forms.
Again, they are not forms again. This is just to explain to you. That is why they are energies, no? And Manu is just a big, beautiful face out there, but really there is no form there. Yeah? It is just an energy that decides all these. The forms happen at the rishis level. And these rishis were actually, they came down to the creation to spread the knowledge. If you really have interest, you can pull up all these rishis in the Vedas and Puranas and read about what they did. Yeah. So, these are happening at different levels. So, Manu is happening at or is in Satloka. Yeah. Then all these 4 sons of Brahma are at Janaloka actually. Yeah, not at Tapoloka. We'll come to Tapoloka. All the rishis are at Maharloka. Yeah, and obviously you know Devas are at Swargaloka. And Bhuvar is the Pitras and Bhuloka is our physical world. Yeah. Rishis, all the Sapta Rishi. Yeah, now can I go to the, now you'll understand. The Maharshaya Sapta are the Sapta Rishis. Chatvaro is
4 sons.
the 4 sons of Brahma. Manavastatha, Manu and the progenitors, entire lineage under him is Manavastatha. Mad Bhava Manasa Jata Yesham Yoga Imam Praja. They are all born out of my mind. All lokas, all worlds descend from them.
Till now I was thinking of one energy, small energies coming out. Now we are dividing the energies into so many layers.
Because it is like that, it is so complicated. That one energy only, that same electricity is light here, is air conditioning there, is a fan there. Yeah, is a little light on this camera and the computer here. Same energy manifesting in different ways. It's the same Brahman consciousness manifesting in different lokas. Clear? Lokas are clear?
So it's always the same like that.
Lokas don't change.
This four divisions of four Brahmans, four sons, like that. It always will be like that.
Yes. That's the design, no? That's how a company runs. There's always a CEO, then he always has an assistant vice president, then there are vice presidents, then there are department heads. That's the way every company runs. Organizational structure cannot be changed. Next sloka. Etam vibhutim yogam cha
Ekta Vibhutim Yogam Cha
mama yoveti tattvataha
Mama Yoveti Tattvataha
soavikampena yogena
Soavikampena Yogena
yujyate natra samshaya.
Yujyate Natra Samshayaha.
All this opulence or vibhutis, this is all vibhutis. You're getting it? Vibhuti, what did we describe it as? The peak, the splendor, the Aishwarya. Yeah? The manifestations, the beautiful manifestations of the Lord. These are all beautiful manifestations of the Lord. All these, one who knows how avikampena yoga. With avikampena yoga, yujyate natra samshaya. He attains the highest without a doubt. Natra samshaya, without a doubt. What is the meaning of avikampena yogena? That's the most important word here. What do you understand by vikampa?
Without
To
shaking.
shake. Avikampena?
Unshakable.
Unshakable, without shaking. But what is shaking here? Tell me.
Faith.
Mind. Your mind is not conscious. It's not aware. It's not in the now. It's all the time lost here, there, here, there. It's unaware, no? Yeah. It's shaking. Yeah. Till the time you are going to be lost in this prakriti and you won't recognize the vibhutis, you're going to be at a loss, he says. You become unshakable with this maya. You become so steady, so sthir. You go within that silence within. When you go within that silence and recognize, oh, I am God. I am unborn. I am beginningless. Oh, he is God. He is unborn. He is beginningless. He is God. He is God. She is God. Everybody is God. Everybody is unborn. Everybody is beginningless. What happens then? Why unnecessary I'm creating this whole drama? You listen to me. You do this for me. You don't do that. You fulfill this expectation. All drama this is. It's a big leela. What am I really running behind? That running stops with this understanding. When the running in the mind stops, something stills within. Something becomes avikampa. Understood? That is called avikampa yoga.
Can you repeat the 2 lines again?
From where?
Starting all this vibhuti.
One who does not understand all these vibhutis is lost in the material world. Right? Lost in the maya. You do this for me, you don't do this. I want to possess this, I want to get this job, I want that. You're constantly lost in the Maya. That means your mind is shaky. Yeah? Kampa. Kampa, that word kampa is literally like shiver. Not even shake, shiver. That is kampa. Yeah? Avikampa is when your mind is not lost in all these things, not shaking, not running, is steady, is established. Where will it be established? Only in the self is it possible. Otherwise, your perceiving mind, processing mind, calculating mind, your sensory mind, your reactionary mind, the whole equation is going on and on. Churning is continuous. Got it? Why is this churning continuous? Because my complete focus is outside on the Maya in the world, on people, situations, and things. I have not moved within. The moment I start moving within, I recognize the silence within. I go deeper into the silence. You will be actually able to experience these realms of existence if you become really silent. If you can really achieve the state of no mind that yogis have achieved. You can actually transcend from one realm to the other. There are many stories of Buddha where he would ascend to the Devaloka, teach there all day, and in the evening come back, descend back to the Bhuloka. He would teach the Devas. Yeah? It is very possible. These are not stories. Yeah? Because that other realm of existence is not up in the sky. Like I told you, it's somebody sitting right next to you. You just have to achieve that skill of moving from this realm of existence to that realm of existence. That's all it is.
So Bhuloka is nothing to do with planet Earth.
Not at all. Yeah? That's the way we understand. Narrow vision. Yeah? They are all on planet Earth also. Yeah? So there's really nothing to worry about. By the way, you are not the only one who owns that house, huh?
No one is gonna sleep today.
Malati is like, oh my god, there's another owner.
I'll be paying for it.
Does that owner pay the mortgage?
Well, they have no banks in their world. So this is their place without a mortgage.
So where is that Asuras are living with? I thought they are.
Oh, those talas we are not going to go to. All those asuras, demons are in the talas.
They've been covered before by Ekta.
Yeah, we've done it in the previous Bhagwad
Previous
Gita.
So when we repeat Bhagwad Gita, it will come around.
10-7. No, we finished 10-7. 10-8.
So the six says they're all born out of five minds. The 7 says your mind should be still.
To be able to perceive these. Only a state of no mind can actually perceive Vibhutis. Vibhutis, you remember the definition? The peak experience in any field that connects you with God. Yeah, that connection with God is the most important. Otherwise, you'll say, oh, peak experience. The most richest person. The most famous person. No, they are the most miserable people. Yeah, we'll come to that also. So recognize this. It's that peak experience which connects you to God is Vibhuti. Okay? I'll move ahead. 10-8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo
Aham sarvasya prabhavo
mata sarva pravartate
mata sarvam pravartate
iti matva bhajante mam
iti matva bhajante mam
buddha bhava samanvitaha.
buddha bhava samanvitaha.
I am the source of all spiritual and material realms. Mata sarva pravartante. Everything emanates from me. Everything comes out of me.
I'm not the creator, but the source.
And the source and the origin. Like the ocean. Yeah, ocean doesn't sit and create the wave. It just comes out of the ocean. Everything emanates from me is better. Comes out of me. The wise ones, Buddha means the wise. You know this, right? His name was not Buddha. His name was Siddhartha Gautama. And then when he got enlightened, what was the name given to him? Gautama the Buddha. Buddha means the wise one, the enlightened one, the realized one. Yeah? So here he is saying, the wise ones, when they engage in my devotional service or worship, they recognize this. What do they recognize? I am the source of all. How to be all the time engaged in devotion? How constantly?
Practice.
How?
Moment to moment, get back to the center.
You know about Kabir, no? Yeah? He was all the time just singing those praises of God. Even when he used to do his work. Yeah? Poor man, he used to do his job. But all the time, beautiful dohas on God, about the creation, about how man can go within. A constant reminder was there. So somebody asked him, how all the time you are so much in devotion? Morning, evening, night, working, sleeping, not working, doesn't matter. You're all the time in devotion. How? So he says, right now I don't know how to explain it to you. Let's walk to the river. He says, okay, let's walk to the river. They go to the river and they see in the olden times, how was it near the villages? The women used to fill the pots with water, put it on their head and then walk for miles back home. Yeah. So they saw two women fill pots with water and put it on their heads and they're talking, chit-chatting, and one is cursing her husband and the other one is going and don't do this, and they're talking also, yeah, and they're going their way. So he says, do you see those two women? He says, yeah, what about them? Saying, see, they're talking, she's poking her, and she's crying about her husband, and she's doing all this. But did you notice both of their pots are still on their head? And they're not touching their pots. They're not holding. Yeah? Go ask them, how are they balancing it? Aren't they aware of that? Aren't they completely, balancing it? Is it automatically happening? So he says, yeah, let me go ask. He goes and asks, how are you doing that? Isn't your mind there, or how do you manage to balance it and not drop it and do all the activities? So she says, it's just like a mother. She might be doing any work, but she has to just hear her little child say, ah, and she'll go. Even if you're sleeping in the night, deep sleep, thunder, lightning, the mother will not wake up. The baby has to just do, ah, and what happens to the mother? She touches the baby. Have you noticed? Yes? Like that. That constant line of devotion is there at the back. Like that, I have a constant awareness of that pot on my head. Like that, constantly keeping in mind that everything is that God. That is the only way that you can be in devotion constantly. Got it?
Like Krishna standing on his 2 feet, like 1 feet is on the ground and then 1 feet is not on the ground like that. So
That's how you live in this world. Do everything, but one little reminder at the back. Yeah? That reminder that everything is consciousness, everything is just his Vibhuti. Everything is a drama. It's a play. I've been given a role, I do my job and move on. No getting attached here. Yeah? One mind always on that pot. Yes, from today I'm giving you an imaginary pot that you have to hold on your head and not drop. See that the pot does not fall. Yes? And what does this pot have? Your God is there in it. Yeah? A constant awareness of the Vibhuti of Parmeshwar, of God.